Hey book nerds, welcome to my channel, The Book Nerd, and welcome back if you've already subscribed and keep coming back to watch the video. So today you see I still have my rag on and everything. I'm about to just kind of share with you a day in my life. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the books I've read some, but also do some work and things like that. And you'll just kind of follow me. I won't make this real long. I didn't really have anything to post. Like I didn't really have anything to do any content really. So I thought, well, why not just do a little bit of everything? So join me today. And yeah, so right here I have my little snack ready for the day. I'm already in my office. I've already attended one conference for the day. Or it's not one conference, but one presentation for a virtual conference I'm attending for work. I'm an adjunct professor, so we're having like this big education like conference. And so this is my little snack of gummy bears and pretzels. And I can't eat a lot of stuff, like I have my water, because I'm just having some stomach stuff. But anyway, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna start with putting on some makeup, and we'll just kind of start with that as I'm talking to you. Got all my stuff out. Well, I'm getting all my stuff out. And usually I would put my makeup on in my room or, somewhere else. But since I knew I was going to be filming, I just brought it up here. And I hope I got everything. I think I do. Yep. Okay, so so first I just want to say what I've already read. So this book that I just finished is called The Kiss Countdown, and it's by Etta Easton. And I'm not going to go too much into this book because I want to, share all that for when I do the reading wrap up. Just hold on just a sec while I get some stuff. I want to share that for the reading wrap up. So, but it was a cute romance, and that was one of my books, I think, from last year. That was one of my books that I said was one of my most anticipated reads, and it didn't disappoint. I think if I were to star it, and I think like on Goodreads I gave it 4 stars, but then on what's the other one called? Bibliograph. Did I say that right? I gave it a 4.5 since on Goodreads you can't do half stars, quarter stars, all that. Which I wish they would start doing. But I gave it about between 4 and 4.5 stars. And I did think it was a cute romance. It was definitely, what caught my eye was the cover. It is so beautiful. I'm going to show it again. Just so beautiful. So light. I mean, it made me feel like I was going to read something light, fluffy, fun, romantic, all of that. And I wanted to start talking about it, but I don't want to, then I don't want to. But it was good. It was really good. Some of it, with any of it has kind of a love to hate trope. And with any of that, I always sometimes find like the hate part like ridiculous. And so I did kind of find that like it was reaching, and even there's some fake dating involved too. I found that to me the reason to have to fake date was a little reachy. But again, I don't want to describe too much, so I'll give that to you. Go more into that when I'm sorry. I'll talk more about that when I could do my wrap up. So, but it was a good book. I did like it. I wanted something light. I wanted something just to kind of relax my mind and not have, anything really heavy to read. So that was a perfect read for that. And so now I'm just going to put on my makeup and then get back to you. Okay, what do they do? So I have finished slapping on some makeup, and I just kind of did that for the rest of the, so, I'll just look presentable for the rest of the video. And tonight I do have a seminar. So I teach Zoom seminars for my classes that I teach at one of the colleges that I'm an adjunct professor for. So I'll already be ready for tonight, and so glad to kind of get that out of the way. And I'll just take my scarf off for the sake of the video, but I'll probably put it back on and off just to keep the hair smoothed out, so I'll be ready for tonight. And that's just a little bit of how my days go. So sometimes I have to teach at night, sometimes I teach on the weekend. It just depends on what schedule I get from term to term with that particular university. And so I kind of want to just share with you the makeup that I use, just in case there are any people that are interested. So I'm a 90s girl, okay? I was born in the 70s. I was like a teenager in the 80s and part of the 90s, and then my 20s were in the 90s. So I'm stuck in the 90s, and I know people say MAC is so 90s, but that's what I use a lot of. Now I use other makeup too, but I love me some MAC. So this is my pressed powder, and it's actually a mineral pressed powder. They call it Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and it's in the color dark. And so that's what I use to, like cover my, I guess I'll take the sponge off. That's what I use for my face. It blends well. It's not heavy like, what's that, foundation or anything like that. Occasionally I'll use foundation when I'm really trying to do something. But this is what I like to use. It works well with my skin. It doesn't dry it out. In fact, it kind of gives it probably some moisture. So I like that. In terms of the lip gloss I just put on, I have to use my girl Riri's brand. That is Fenty. I love her lip glosses, but I do have to be careful. I'm the type that gets lip stuff on my teeth all the time, and sometimes I do that with this. But yeah, I have her Fenty lip gloss. I don't know the name. I can't see what color it is. Let's see. Get my glasses. Still can't see it. It's just too fine. But anyway, it's a cute, a nice color, very natural for the look that I'm trying to go for today. I have Clinique mascara, and I like them because this is their high impact mascara. Oftentimes with Clinique, I don't even buy the mascaras. A lot of times when I buy like my moisturizer or something, they give you like free gifts. So a lot of times I'm just getting free mascaras from Clinique. I can't even remember like the last time I've had to really buy a mascara. And then I like them because they're fragrance free, as well as MAC. And so it doesn't bother my sensitive skin. I have a Clinique liquid. It's high impact easy liquid liner, which actually is really running low. So I don't have a lot of the liquid in there anymore. So I need to get another one. I might not get a liquid. I might get a good old, but mascara pencil. I'll do that. And then I have the MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish highlighter. I love this stuff. This is what I like to use just to give me a little bit of a glow. I don't even know if you can see me that well, but it gives me a little bit of a glow and makes, your skin look, highlights and makes your skin look kind of dewy or whatever. So I love this stuff. The first time I started using this was when I did like a photo shoot for my 50th birthday, and I got this, and now I kind of really like using it. And then in terms of blush, I use MAC, and the color is called Raisin, R-A-Z-I-N. I love this color. Not sure if you can see it really well, but that's what I use. And then for my eyeshadow, this is one of my favorite little palettes, and it's by, I think the name is Tarte, and I love their eyeshadow. I need more, but I got this as a gift because it's a little, high for a teacher. But this is their Tartelette Toasted little compact, and I love the colors because they're good and neutral. And so that's what I use. So now what I'm going to do is put away all of my makeup, And then I'll probably just get back to my, let's see. No, I think what I'll do is I'll put away my makeup and then I'll come back to you and show you what I'm currently reading. And I'm loving what I'm currently reading so far. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm back, and actually I said I was going to talk about the book that I'm currently reading, but what I'm about to do now is actually I need to get on this conference because our keynote speaker is speaking, and I need to see what the university is talking about. So yeah, I'm just going to turn my computer just a little bit because, you know, I don't know what they're going to share, and I can't have that on the camera. But yeah, so I'm gonna attend my conference and maybe eat a little bit of my snack. Okay, so I'm back, and so I've watched some more of the conference, and it's been a good conference. It's really been interesting. Like yesterday, they actually talked about the science of horror. So there's a science behind horror movies. It's like scientific, a scientific approach and scientific data. There's even something that explains like why somebody like me that gets really scared of horror movies will watch horror movies and read horror books. And so they call it the paradox something. Now, okay, I was in the presentation and don't even remember. But anyway, it's been a good conference. But now I'm just taking a little bit of a break, and I'm going to share the book I'm currently reading. So I said I just finished The Kiss Countdown. Really cute book. I keep talking about it. It did what I needed to do. Just gave me a relaxing read and a reprieve from like real life stuff and all that. And I want to kind of keep it that way. I don't want to read anything too heavy. So this is my cute little book bow. And so my book is in here. And this isn't a rom-com, but I believe when I looked up the genre of this book, it said it is a Christian fiction. It could be deemed as historical fiction and romance. So it seems like it has all of it in one. It's called The Thing About Home by Rhonda McKnight. And I'm ashamed to say that this is the first time that I am reading this author's work. I don't know Rhonda McKnight, but like follow her on Facebook. I've been in conferences with her. She's given me some good advice on writing. An awesome author. But anyway, this is my first book. And I will tell you just the first few pages, like I just started it, so I'm only on page 20. The writing is absolutely lovely. And I think the whole book is going to be lovely. The cover is beautiful. This is what's called a low country. Is that correct? I don't want to botch it up. I think it is. It's something like low country book or something like that. And it's going to be based in South Carolina. I know right now the characters are not there, but they will be. And somebody said that reading, I don't know if it was this book or another one of her other books. They said that reading it felt like a warm hug, and I think I've said that before in one of my videos. So I'm looking for a warm hug. I need that. This is giving me great Southern comfort vibes. That Southern comfort, that drink. That's so old school. I think maybe my dad used to drink it, but it's but Southern comfort, as in Southern food, the nice trees that you have in the South, a nice, Southern home with hopefully a porch. In the description of the book, it talks about the character is going to start making good Southern dishes and things like that, and learning about her family history, family that she doesn't already know about. So just to give you a brief synopsis of the book, it is called The Thing About Home, the Thing About Home, and it's about Casey Black, who is an influencer and a former model. And she's this huge influencer, and so she's going to have her vow renewal. It's going to be not televised, but streamed and all of that. So I think she's going to have like a million people or something at least watching this. They're excited about it and everything. But the horrible thing is, on the day of her vow renewal, her husband decides not only does he not want to do the vow renewal, but he wants a divorce. So that's going to send her on this tailspin, of course. And so, now she needs to, recenter. This is ruining, of course, ruins her subscribers and followers, or subscribers and following. And she's, got to figure things out and everything. And her mom is her manager, so she's a momager. And she's really kind of cutthroat, and that's what she cares about. But Casey decides to go to, I'm not sure if it's going to be her mom's side of the family or her dad's, and find out about them. And because her mom kind of cut away from, it must be her mom's side, kind of cut away from the family. And so she's going to go visit the family and learn more about her family, more about her culture. I think that's going to kind of center her. And if I kind of read into it right, and I have a feeling she's going to meet some nice Southern gentlemen, and maybe something will pop off with that too. So this just sounds like a really cozy, nice read, perfect for the spring, especially perfect for the spring while I'm, living here in Georgia. It's just giving me all those types of feels. Again, I'm only 20 pages in, but the writing is excellent. I mean, so like, you can read books and they're good, but the writing's good, but there's some people that the writing is beautiful, and it's not so flowery till you can't understand it. So many big words to where you don't understand what you're reading, and you have to keep, if you're like me, I'll keep looking the words up because I like words and things like that. But just beautifully written, great analogies and everything. So anyway, that's what I'm reading. Later on tonight or this evening, I'm going to dedicate at least a half an hour to it, so that'll be part of the vlog. So read with me during that time, and then I'll talk a little more about how I'm liking it so far. And yeah, that's what I'll do later on. So now I'm going to get back to my conference. Like I said, I did attend some more sessions or whatever, paid attention to them, and also applied for some jobs. And now I'm going to do that. So see you later. Okay, so now it's evening. It's about 7:44, and I did some work at both of my jobs. I attended the virtual conference, and there's more of that tomorrow. And it was good today too. And applied for jobs. Did I say that already? I applied for some jobs, and now I'm about to do some reading. So I already told you about the book that I'm reading, The Thing About Home by Rhonda McKnight. And I'm going to read for probably about an hour. I don't know if I don't think I'll do like a read with me and like just let this go for an hour, but I'll just read a little bit. That you can break out a book if you want to read for the time that it remains and that it keeps going. And I'm going to get my little trusty book light out. I have my cute book lights that both were gifts I think my sister bought me both of these in different Christmases. So I have a pink one and a lavender one. And I do little silly stuff, so I'm probably gonna not line, but try to match it up. I think that the pink one will go better with this book, so I'm gonna use that unless it's not bright enough and I need to recharge it. And I'm gonna start reading and let you all know how I'm liking the book past page 20. Oh, and I have my scarf back on because, like I said, I have to teach a class at 10 o'clock tonight. So I wanted to kind of lay the hair down, get it laid down real good before the class. And so just, this is me. This is me at home. So let's get started with reading. Okay, so it's now almost 9 o'clock, and I've started at page 20 and ended on page 59. So what? I don't know how many pages is that, but 30. I'm not good at math. 39. My sister just had to whisper it to me. I promise I did graduate from school and everything, but anyway, so about 39 pages, and this book is good. This book definitely kept my attention. It wasn't hard for me to just read for an hour or so. Like I said, the writing is great. I did make a mistake earlier. I said I think that the main character, Casey, was going to go visit her mother's side of the family, but actually it's her father's. I'm not going to say any more about that because I don't want to give anything away if you haven't read the book. But it is a nice, cozy book. It's not exactly light, but it's not so heavy that it's just really terrible. But it's real life. And what I do like, and I think anybody that is a booktuber or anybody else that's doing any type of social media, especially if you're really, like you're been really successful and have a lot of subscribers, followers, all of that, you might be able to relate to some of what she's going through as an influencer. And it's kind of crazy. I mean, it gives you a little warning about, things and how to maybe deal with the influencer life. I would say that for sure. But it is good. The character is likable, even though she's not perfect. But again, you'll have to read that to kind of see what I'm talking about if you haven't read it. For those that read it, you probably know, like things that might have went on in her marriage or whatever. But regardless, I mean, this is on the back of the book. The husband, dogged her on the renewal day, and that's messed up. No matter how you put it. So no matter what imperfections she had, that was just raggedy. So anyway, good book. Great. It describes scenery really well. I like the supporting characters in the book, like her cousin, friend, and everything. So so far so good. I would already recommend it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it to just see how it's going to be. How it's going to wrap up. But this kind of wraps up my vlog. It wasn't particularly exciting today, but just wanted to kind of share what I'm reading, share a little bit about kind of a day for myself, and really kind of get caught up on some reading. And I think doing this made me just really sit down and read. But it wasn't reading for work, even though it was. I mean, this isn't my job, but it wasn't reading feeling like work though, but it was just like a good time to carve out time to devote to this. So anyway, I'm rambling. I got to get ready to teach this class, even though I'm ready to put on my pajamas and go to bed. But you all be blessed and be book nerdy.